Came right with a I walk in the store and I buy the stock. I hide in the bins and pull out the lot. Got Tiffany diamond, it cost me a lot. They flying like birds, but drop on this hot. 400 degrees, I burned up the block. Burn out, make one call, they turn out. CC the gang, get the word out. When the shit getting hot, you the first out. Cover my wrist with a watch and I flooded with rocks. Now I look at the time all day. Be high, right through your block and I drop off the top and I know you can see my face. You my dog at the end, don't care what the bitch is.
Yo, what's up with YouTube? It's your boy Fitz back in the vid with yet another video, and today I'm coming to you guys with something I started. It was a idea that I started earlier in the year. I told y'all I will be coming at y'all with it more. Y'all show support on that video. I don't know why I haven't came out with this part, but I'm gonna restart that series and I'm gonna be going over the best finishing badge setup to start it. And this is gonna be going over the best finishing badge setup for every single type of build that you have, bro. Going from if you have one finishing badge upgrade all the way to 30. I even did even if you can't get Hall of Fame and if you could, stuff like that. So yeah, man, before I get into this, bro, I have no clue how long this video is gonna be. But if this video turns out long, I'm sorry, but I really want to give y'all in detail description of why I went with what I went with and stuff like that. But yeah, man, go ahead, spam with them likes if you guys want the best shooting badge setup, the best playmaking badge setup, the best defensive badge setup, all that. If you guys want that, if y'all show enough support, we're gonna get them joints out as fast as possible, bro. But yeah, man, without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into it. Alright, so the first badge setup I'm gonna be going over is if you have one. We're gonna go from 1 all the way to 30, like I said. Now for the first couple, I'm gonna be going over if you don't have Hall of Fame badges, because most people, when they don't have that many when they don't get Hall of Fame badges, they have like under 12, and then once you get past around 12 or 13, I'm gonna be going over people with Hall of Fame badges and stuff like that. But yeah, if you only have one, the badge I would go with is Slithery Finisher. You cannot go wrong with Slithery Finisher or Fancy Footwork. You can really go with whatever one you prefer, but I would go with Slithery Finisher. But you really can't go wrong with Slithery Finisher or Fancy Footwork. You can choose whichever one. Alright, then next, now what I did on the 2 finishing badge setups or 2 finishing badge upgrades, if you have 2 of them, I went with Slithery Finisher and Fancy Footwork. This is literally like the perfect setup for a 2 badge upgrade. Now, if you can get contact dunks somehow and you only have 2 badges, go ahead, put it to contact finisher silver. But I don't really know how you got contact dunks and you only get 2 finishing badges. So in my opinion, this will be the best setup. All right, now on to the 3. Now, a lot like on the 1. It really depends on which one you like more, but I ended up going with silver Slithery and bronze Fancy Footwork. Now, if you like Fancy Footwork more than Slithery, go ahead, Fancy Footwork to silver. But this is the way I would do it. So yeah. All right, next, and for the 4, if you have 4 finishing badge upgrades, what I would go with is silver on silver. It's really that simple. You're starting to understand as we go up. It's gonna be silver on silver, and then yeah. And then next, for if you have 5 finishing badge upgrades, you have 5 finishing badge upgrades, what I would go with is gold. But like I said, with the 3 and the 1, depending on which one you prefer, that's the one I would go with. Now, if you prefer Fancy Footwork, go ahead, put that gold. But I prefer Slithery Finisher over Fancy Footwork. The badges are very close. You really can't go wrong with either or. But yeah. Alright, next is going to be for the people that get 6 finishing badge upgrades and you cannot get Hall of Fame. What I would do is go ahead and split them and go ahead and put both to gold. That simple. It's really no other way around it. Now, if you have around 6 and you want to go ahead and you can get contact dunks and you only have 6 badge upgrades, go ahead and put contact finisher to gold. Now, when it comes to that, it depends on which one you rather. Now, you could go like 2, 1, or 1 and 2, but I would go with all on one of these 2. Now, you actually could go 2, 1, and then just put gold on contact, but that just really depends on you. All right, next, this is gonna be for the people that get 7 finishing badge upgrades. Instead of just having those 2, now moving on to other badges now. We got Contact Finisher on bronze. Now, Contact Finisher is still a great badge, especially when you pair it with Slithery Finisher, because as much as Contact Finisher tries to get contact, Slithery Finisher cancels it out by avoiding as much contact as possible, which is going to get you the best animation possible. So yeah. Alright, next for the 8 finishing badge upgrades, the setup I would go with is just moving up Contest Finisher to silver. And then at 9 finishing badge upgrades, I would just move Contest Finisher up to gold. Now, if you're not getting Contact Dunk somehow and you have, go ahead, put it on Giant. You can put it on Giant Slayer. You can put it on Acrobat, Consistent Finisher, or Pro Touch. You really can't go wrong with any of those badges. But those are the this is what I would do in my opinion. Alright, next is going to be literally after you have 9, you're going to go to 10. You have 10 of them, and we still not going over if you have Hall of Fame badges. But what I would do is, this really can vary the way you play. Now, if you have a tendency to time your layups badly, go ahead and go with Consistent Finisher. Now, if you have a tendency to time your layups good, go ahead and put on Pro Touch. You're doing a lot of acrobatic layups, put an Acrobat on. But also, another badge you can put on for this 10th slot, to put bronze, you can put on Giant Slayer. Giant Slayer is a badge that cancels out those rim protector block animations, and those are very OP. So yeah. Alright, and next for 11 finishing badge upgrades, it's kind of the same, but you're just gonna put that badge to silver. So like I said with Consistent Finisher, if you put that joint on, if you time your layups bad, Pro Touch if you time your layups good, Acrobat if you do a lot of acrobatic layups, and Giant Slayer only if you really care about canceling out that rim protector badge. Alright, and on the 12 finishing badge upgrade setup, it's more the same. Go ahead and put it to gold when it comes to Consistent Finisher, Acrobat, Pro Touch, or Giant Slayer. Alright, now we finna integrate the Hall of Fame badges. So now we going into the Hall of Fame badges. So I scrapped all those other gold badges. I went ahead and put Slithery Finisher to Hall of Fame. Fancy Footwork, Hall of Fame. Contact Finisher, Hall of Fame. And then when it comes to literally all those other badges, Consistent Finisher, Pro Touch, Acrobat, I'm not even gonna get into that yet. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on Giant Slayer, because Giant Slayer is just that important of a badge in my opinion. Alright, next for the people that have 14 badge upgrades, you're just gonna be really upgrading Giant Slayer from bronze and go ahead and put it to silver. Now, Giant Slayer, in my opinion, is more important than Acrobat, Consistent Finisher, and Pro Touch. But if you have a tendency to time your layups bad and you missing layups, put it to, go ahead and put Consistent Finisher on. Pro Touch, same thing. Acrobat if you're doing a lot of acrobatic layups, stuff like that. Alright, and for the people that get 15, bro, it's the same thing as the 14 and 13, bro. Instead of going to bronze or silver, you're just gonna be putting it to gold. Giant Slayer, Consistent Finisher, Acrobat, Pro Touch. Alright, next is going to be the people that get 16 of these joints. Now, when it comes to 16, you can split these up however you want. But the way I would do it is go ahead and put Giant Slayer to Hall of Fame to cancel, just fully cancel out rim protector block animations at all times possible, as much as possible. And then you got Contact Finisher, Hall of Fame still, Fancy Footwork, Hall of Fame, Slithery Finisher, Hall of Fame. Alright, next, y'all probably getting a cycle by now, but what I would do after that is we're going back to what we were doing when we were going from like 10 to 12. You're literally just going to be going based off Acrobat, Consistent Finisher, and Pro Touch, depending on if you time your layups bad, you time your layups good, you do a lot of acrobatic layups. So, yeah. Alright, so for people that get 18 badge grades, go ahead and put it to silver. The same thing as the people that got 17, you was only putting it to bronze, but this time you're going to be putting it to silver based on if you're doing acrobatic layups, time your layups bad, time your layups good, stuff like that. Alright, and next is going to be for the people that get 19 finishing badge upgrades. You get 19, it's going to be more the same as the 18 and 17 when it comes to bronze and silver, but except this time you're going to go to gold for in case you do a lot of acrobatic layups, mistiming layups, and well-timed layups. Alright, and finally at 20 badge upgrades, it's going to be more the same as when it was at 17, 18, 19, but except this time you're going to finally have one of these badges, Hall of Fame, depending on the way you play. So yeah, and then you still gonna have all these other Hall of Fame badges such as Slithery Finisher, Fancy Footwork, Contact, and Giant Slayer. Alright, now we moving on to a little bit more variety of badges. So if you have around this many badges, you're gonna probably have a high dump. So with that being said, you're gonna be wanting to catch lobs, right? So go ahead and throw on Lob City Finisher. Lob City Finisher is a very, very good badge. It's important to have because if you don't have it on, it will mess up lobs a lot. And the higher you have it on, the better and more effective it is. All right, and for the people that get 22 finishing badge upgrades, go ahead, put Lob City Finisher to silver. At 23 badge upgrades, go ahead, put Lob City Finisher to gold, because it's like literally, as you see, when you don't have it on to bronze, it's gonna make a difference. And when you get a silver, it's gonna make a bigger difference. And then when you get this gold, it's gonna make a huge difference. And then finally at 24 Hall of Fame badges, you finally, or not 24 Hall of Fame, but 24 badge upgrades, you finally have 6 Hall of Fame badges, and that's gonna put you at Lob City Finisher at Hall of Fame, Acrobat at Hall of Fame, Fancy Footwork, Slithery Finisher, Contact Finishers, Giant Slayer, all at Hall of Fame. Alright, next we moving on to the badges that's literally important, but you don't necessarily need it. And it's gonna be Relentless Finisher. Now, I ended up putting Relentless Finisher on bronze. Also, I don't know if I was mentioning this, but I've went over this already many times, but I'm showing Acrobat, but that's really depending on if you want to go with Acrobat, Consistent Finisher, or Pro Touch. I just put on Acrobat because I do a lot of acrobatic layups, but if you miss timing, don't look at Acrobat, look at that as Consistent Finisher, and if you timing it well, look at Acrobat as Pro Touch. That simple. But yeah, for 25 badge upgrades, we're gonna go ahead and go with bronze Relentless Finisher. Relentless Finisher is a good badge that reduces the fatigue effects from continually finishing at the rim. So whenever you go at the rim and you have any type of fatigue, it's gonna help you finish through contact. All right, next, when you have 26 finishing badge upgrades, you're gonna be moving Relentless Finisher from bronze to silver, and it's gonna be helping you a lot. And then as you move Relentless Finisher from silver, you're gonna be moving it to gold with 27 finishing badge upgrades. At 28 finishing badge upgrades, you're gonna be going from gold to Hall of Fame, and that's gonna really have you looking really crazy with 7 Hall of Fame badges. Now the Acrobat, like I said, look at that whatever you do. Like if you do acrobatic layups, Consistent Finisher for if you have a problem with time and jump layups, Pro Touch for really well-timed layups. Just look at Acrobat for one of those, whichever one you picked. Lob City Finisher, Hall of Fame. Slithery Finisher, Hall of Fame. Fancy Football, Hall of Fame. Contact Finisher, Hall of Fame. Giant Slayer, Hall of Fame. Relentless Finisher, Hall of Fame. So we have 7 Hall of Fame badges now. Alright, and moving on to 29 finishing badges or finishing badge upgrades. And now you can move towards, now you probably have either Acrobat Hall of Fame, Consistent Finisher Hall of Fame, or Pro Touch Hall of Fame. So you can go ahead, put one of those badges that you didn't put on and put it to bronze. It's that simple. And then at 30 finishing badge Hall of Fame, this is gonna be really the most complete you can be when it comes to the finishing badge side. And like I said, with the 29 finishing badge upgrades, you can go ahead and if you have Acrobat Hall of Fame, you can put Consistent Finisher or Pro Touch to silver. Or if you have Consistent Finisher Hall of Fame, you can go ahead and put Acrobat to silver or Pro Touch to silver. If you have Pro Touch Hall of Fame, you can put Consistent Finisher to silver or Acrobat to silver. It really depends on you. But yeah, that's the best finishing badge setup at every single amount of potential upgrades, for even if you don't have Hall of Fame and if you have Hall of Fame. But yeah, man, this video took a little bit of a while to make because I had to think about exactly how I was gonna do this and stuff like that. But yeah, man, I hope this video didn't turn out too long. But yeah, man, go ahead, please leave a like on this video if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new, man. We got more videos coming out every single day. If you guys want me to go over the best shooting badge setup, the best playmaking badge setup, and the best defensive rebound badge setup, go ahead, spam with that like button. Comment down below if you guys want that or not. I'm probably gonna have a thing in the comments. Just go ahead, spam up the comments and reply yes, 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 and stuff like that. But yeah, go ahead, leave a like on the video if you enjoy. Subscribe if you remember that movies coming out every single day. Turn on post notifications to be the first of every single one of my videos. Share this video to anybody you think this will help. But yeah, man, it's your boy Fitz, and I'm out to be, man.
I heard it talking shit, but ain't nothing. Tips on the stick, yeah, that clip hold 100. Okay, out the pouch, out the onion. Heard it talking down, but he ain't getting money. Diamonds on me, coach it like the summit.